This is BUZZMOD Nezuko, Demon Advancing Version, released in 2023. The box is very big because of the effect. She has 4 faces, skin tone is light green, tidily painted, no shadings. Plus 5 pairs of hands, nicely sculpted. Fingernails are painted perfectly. A torn haori, wired around the collar lining. Super thin fabric, not the same fabric as Nezuko kits. Last, a big blood demon art effects set, made of soft plastic, sculpt is good, translucent red color. Faces fit tightly on the head, the bangs have visible gaps, likeness is great on smiling and crying faces. Crying face is really good, tears are individual parts glued on the face. The open mouth is nicely sculpted and painted. While the smiling and crying faces are great, the grinning and shouting face are mediocre. The eyes are clearly too far apart. Faces are all matte finished. The nerves are nicely sculpted on the forehead. The ribbon paint is a bit clumsy. Hair is matte black with red color on the tips. No highlights. Back hair only has 2 articulated parts, left and right. No middle part. I don't quite like the hair sculpt because the empty middle part looks awkward. I think she should have a middle part hair, whether or not it's articulated. Appearance is great. Nezuko has simple design, unlike Daki. Likeness is good, thankfully, but without the effects, she looks rather plain. The effects really improve the overall appearance. She looks a lot better to display, like a Figure Art Zero. The legs are well crafted. Toenails, leg wraps, shoes and socks are tidy. Flowery tattoo is also well placed, but skin tone is pre-mold colored. No paint job, simply matte finished. The body is not tidy, unusual for a BUZZMOD. The abi is recklessly painted with many misaligned lines. Seams are visible on the side of the body, and kimono wet lines are untidy. Just like the legs, the flowery patterns on the arm and chest are tidy. Overall, paint job is good, but the details are a bit rough for a BUZZMOD. Too bad, since she's a much simpler figure than Daki. Regardless, she's still awesome when photographed, with the effects of course. The effects are beautiful, deep red color, sculpt is nice, surface is smooth and glossy, although I'd prefer if it were a bit taller. Personally, I think the effects largely contribute to the high price tag. Scale is good among other BUZZMODs. Weight is similar to Daki, which has similar build and size. The head joint is smaller than Nezuko Kid. You can put on Nezuko's Kid's head on adult body. Need some glue tacks to secure the head though. Face spec is not compatible, obviously. Face swaps are not possible. Hand joints are differently shaped, but hand swaps are possible. I don't see the point though. Nezuko Kid's haori fits adult body nicely. Too bad she doesn't have a regular right leg. She would make a nice upgrade body for Nezuko Kid. Let's check out the articulations. Head turn is limited. Head joint is on hinged pec, angled position. The flat hinge prevents the joint from rotating. Nezuko Kid has better neck design. Neck doesn't move that much either. I wonder what's the point of separating the neck from the torso then. Looking down is okay. Looking up is restricted due to the hair. Back hair is on a hinged pec, like a wrist joint. Moves like the hands. Arm is on a double hinge, no butterfly joint. Looks weird when incorrectly positioned, but arm can reach across body easily. Arm range is great. And the shoulder is much better looking with less gaps than Nezuko Kid. Arm swivels nicely. Elbow only bends a little over 90 degrees. The forearm swivels too. Wrist joint is a hinged pec, standard range. Torso rotates 360 degrees. Not much forward and backward range. Also limited side to side. The obi is soft plastic. Skirt is real cloth. Legs forward and backward range is decent. Only 45 degrees sideways. Pushing beyond 45 degrees will detach the legs. Thigh swivels. Knee bend range is acceptable. Slightly wobbling lower legs. Foot is on a standard hinged pec, standard range. Nezuko Demon is remarkably articulated. She has no problem replicating the poses on the screen. Joint quality is typical BUZZMOD, nicely soft but tight, with only squeaky shoulder joints. Simply solved by lubricating them. BUZZMOD Nezuko Demon is a nice BUZZMOD figure, which I feel too overpriced for what you get. Not recommended to get at retail. Build quality is good, and she looks nice to display and photographed. However, posing option can be limited due to the few option parts. For 14,000 yen, I think we deserve a top-notch detailing, like Sentinel figures. She doesn't feel like a BUZZMOD, more like a Figuarts. For the record, I paid 80 bucks for her, which I think is a fair price, considering the big effect. She's still a nice figure overall, but unless you have Daki, it's best to pass on this one. She's in battle mode, doesn't really work to pose her casually with her teammates. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!